Super Draco here, and we're continuing the Machinedramon build with part 4. And so, part 4, we're doing the legs and the lower body, so we're going to jump into it. So, continuing this build from the last one, I did go ahead and repair the claw on the arm, so that should be intact, and you should see it in this video. So before that, let's just get into some housekeeping, because I saw we have a new channel subscriber. Oh, no way. I hadn't even checked my analytics. We are currently at 50 subs as of the posting of this video. So I'll probably do something later to acknowledge that, because that means we're raiding the Dragon's Den. Raiding the Dragon's Den is just what I call doing a giveaway. Alright, I'm going to step away from the monitor for a second and grab my phone because I'm not getting a notification. Because I had a subscriber notification. Alright, here we go. Thank you to new subscriber, Vicious Donovan. Alright. So now that we're at 50 subs, the Raiding the Dragon's Den video will be coming soon. Okay. And I know I've shut up a lot, and I'm just surprised at being 50 subs. I'm actually quite ecstatic. Because I'm not gonna lie, I say this all the time, this channel is just a little project for fun. Because I would still be building models and Legos and other things. I just wouldn't be filming it if I wasn't having fun doing this. But the fact that y'all are here watching, having fun with me, it means a lot. It really does. So enough of me gushing. So Machinedramon's legs, those are Andramon's shoulder pads, because he is a composite Digimon made out of all the various pieces of others. It's weird to me though, because, only his knee pads are Andramon's implants. So it's kind of like, where did the rest of his leg come from? I mean, at least his one arm being a copy of Metal Greymon's upper arm made sense. So, this build, you have to separate the toes, and there's one problem with this model in general, and that's his weight distribution's not very good. And because his weight distribution isn't very good, that it's very difficult to balance him. An easy way to fix this is to add more weight to his feet. So that the weight on his back from his tail and his Psycho Blasters or Infinite Blasters, whatever they call, doesn't want to, so that his feet want to stay down and the weight up above him doesn't sway him around. It also doesn't help that Machinedramon has very bad posture, but that's part of the character design, so you can't help that, but still. So I really think they should have done a little bit more on these legs to make them heavier. But honestly, I'm kind of nitpicking because the sculpt is on point. I mean, all the little details and stuff, and the angles. I mean, with some black wash or some paint, you could probably bring this thing even more to life. But I kind of prefer him without the extra paint, just because I want him to have that dull industrial look. And so we're just going to do it again. I'm still just blown away by the fact that we're at 50 subs because, the fact that 50 of you hit that sub button because you actually like my content, it's just mind-blowing because I'm just goofing around having fun, I say this all the time in these videos. If I were to hit monetization, all it would do is I'd basically use that to invest in just more crap to build and film. But that's just a pipe dream at this point, because you got get to 1,000 subs to get to monetization, but we're 1/20th of the way there, I suppose. But in all honesty, at the risk of sounding ungrateful, it's a long journey to that point, but the fact that y'all are here means a lot. And I'm starting to gush again. So this build goes on for another 20 minutes. We're going to finish the leg and build his lower body. So I'm probably going to dip out on this part because it's just a duplicate of the other, and I'll be back when we're to the lower body. Okay, so we are back, and I'm now building Machinedраmon's lower body. So this video is going up on December 27th, 2022. I will put up a video December 28th for the raiding the dragon, for the Dragon's Den raid, of how to enter and how to win the $25 Amazon gift card. So we're just getting his crotchial section built. And just like his most of his legs, I'm not exactly sure where the design for these came from, since his knee pads were Andramon's shoulder, but to my knowledge, none of his, well, let's just asterisk this, because none of the other cyborgs that donated to him have the kind of legs that could support him. Because Metal Tyrannomon and Metal Greymon had fully organic legs and feet. Megadramon, he didn't have feet, he only had a tail for a lower body. And Magnamamemon had humanoid legs. Well, quasi-humanoid legs. So I really do not know where the tail or the legs from, or the lower body, most of the legs, the feet, and the tail really come from on Machinedramon. That's kind of bugging me, but that's probably just because I'm a bit weird. Alright, so we're dealing with that super thick wire again. Now you want to pull it in. Now there's a side, one side of that piece has a brace and the other doesn't. So what you're going to do is when you thread the wire in, you're going to run it into the side that has the brace. And so then you're going to slide each section of tail up on it. Now to get the appropriate shaping on the tail, make sure you have the pieces aligned as the instructions show. Machinedramon in the original Digimon anime, his tail I think was static and didn't do anything. In Digimon Adventure Try, I believe Machinedramon appeared in that, and his tail, he had the ability to generate like an energy tail out of the stumpy portion of his tail. And then in Digimon 2020, his tail could separate, and in between the large sections, he had like beam generators. Because I believe he used those extensively when Agumon had Dark Digivolved into Machinedramon in the 2020 reboot. And then I think during Metal Greymon's fight with Machinedramon that he used the beams as well. Alright, I'm just trimming it down, evening the length out just so it sits a little straighter. This was a lot easier than the other portion, or than the neck portion. And it's sticking out a little too far for my liking, so I'm trimming a little extra bit down so that it sits a little more evenly. And there, now it's sitting where I want it to. And then you just allow the pieces to help shape the tail. And since there's the wire in it, it is flexible, so you can pose the tail a little bit. So then now we'll just attach the legs. And you see how light he is, that he's actually off balance already. So then the upper body, we're just going to make sure the arms are out of the way, so you can drop the upper body onto the lower body. So I'm just futzing with his legs, trying to get him into a position where he can support his own weight. Because in my memories of the animes, he was always kind of hunched and not scrunched up, but not standing all the way up. Now, one thing that will help with his weight is making sure his heels are touching the ground. Because he's got the knee, he's got a double jointed knee, and then he's got the ankle joint. So when you're bending, when you're adjusting his position, make sure that you're adjusting the knees and not the ankles, so that his feet stay on the surface. Now, as you can see, I've actually assembled this backwards, so I'm just real quick fixing that. Then we'll just put the tail back on. And you can see his claws are fixed. We did do some touch-up work to help hide that seam line after the fact as well. And now he's standing. So yeah, there's a near complete Machinedramon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you for part 5.